What if reality does not exist until we look at it? We like to think of the universe as a grand stage, vast, ancient, indifferent to our presence. Stars burn, galaxies collide, atoms spin, all following their own laws, whether anyone is there to see it or not. But what if this is an illusion? What if the stage, the lights, even the actors themselves only exist because we're in the audience? Quantum physics, the most successful yet strangest theory in science, suggests exactly that. The universe may not be something that is but something that happens. Only when observed. Could it be that reality itself depends on us to exist? What does quantum physics really say? At the heart of the quantum world lies a paradox. Subatomic particles, electrons, photons, atoms, don't exist as solid things in one place. Instead, they exist as waves of probability, clouds of potential, everywhere and nowhere at once. Only when we measure them, when we observe them, do they collapse into something definite, a particle here, a particle there. This is the mystery of the double-slit experiment. When light passes through two slits unobserved, it behaves like a wave, creating an interference pattern on a screen, ripples of possibility overlapping. But when we watch, when we measure, the wave collapses. The pattern disappears. The light acts like a particle. It's as if the photon knows it's being watched. Why should the universe care whether anyone is looking? Is the universe a stage waiting for its audience? If quantum mechanics is right, then reality may be participatory. Like a theater that comes alive only when the curtain rises, the cosmos might exist only when observed. Stars, galaxies, atoms, all of it could remain in a superposition of maybes until attention calls it into focus. We think we move through a pre-existing world, but perhaps it's the other way around. The world manifests around us as we look. Every sunrise, every heartbeat, every glimpse of starlight could be the universe saying, "You're here, so now I am too." Are we both actors and audience, bringing existence into being with every glance? Does consciousness shape reality? Some physicists, like Eugene Wigner and John von Neumann, suspected that observation alone wasn't enough, that consciousness must play a role. After all, a detector records data automatically, but does that mean the universe notices? Or is it only when a mind becomes aware that reality finally crystallizes? If consciousness truly collapses the wave function, then awareness isn't a byproduct of the universe, it's the reason the universe exists at all. Matter needs mind. The cosmos needs consciousness. But what happens in a universe with no observers, before life, before eyes and brains? Was it there? Or was it only a cosmic potential, waiting for someone to awaken? Are we creating the past as well as the present? Quantum physics doesn't stop at the present moment. In delayed choice experiments, the outcome of a measurement seems to reach backward in time, changing the particle's behavior after it has already passed through a barrier. It's as if the present observation decides what the particle did in the past. The past itself bends to the act of seeing. If that's true, history might not be fixed. The moment we observe, we don't just choose what is, we also choose what was. Every act of measurement might stitch together not only the now, but the then, building a coherent story from a haze of possibilities. Could it be that we are authors of both the moment we inhabit and the memories we believe were always there? Could the universe exist without observers? If reality needs observation to exist, then what about the billions of years before life evolved? Did the cosmos simply not exist until the first conscious mind opened its eyes? Some propose that the universe observes itself. Every particle interacts with others, every atom measures its neighbors. Perhaps observation is not a privilege of consciousness, but a property of existence. The universe may be a self-aware network, each interaction a micro-observation, a whisper of measurement saying, "I am." And yet, consciousness adds something new, a mirror. We don't just observe, we know we observe. We turn the universe inward, reflect it upon itself. In that awareness, the cosmos becomes aware of being observed. Is that the moment creation truly happens? Are we living in a participatory cosmos? Physicist John Archibald Wheeler, one of the fathers of quantum theory, imagined something revolutionary, a participatory universe. He suggested that observers are necessary for the universe to exist. Not passive spectators, but participants in a grand cosmic feedback loop. In his words, the universe does not exist out there independent of us. We are inescapably part of the whole. Reality, then, isn't a fixed structure built long ago, it's a process. A conversation. A dialogue between matter and mind, where every act of observation feeds back into the creation of everything. What if, by existing, by perceiving, we are not discovering the universe but continually inventing it? Could this explain synchronicities and fate? Sometimes, events align too perfectly to be coincidence. You think of a friend moments before they call. You dream of a symbol that appears the next day on a stranger's tattoo. We call them coincidences, patterns in chaos. But what if attention itself shapes the alignment? If reality forms around what is observed, then focus becomes creation. Meaning becomes architecture. The more we attend, the more the universe bends to fit our gaze. Perhaps synchronicity is not the universe winking at us, but the mechanism of creation itself, attention sculpting outcome, observation weaving connection. Fate, then, could be nothing mystical, just physics, performed through consciousness. What happens when no one looks? The age-old riddle asks, if a tree falls in a forest and no one is there to hear it, does it make a sound? Quantum physics sharpens that riddle into something terrifyingly literal. If no one observes the forest, if no conscious mind measures it, does it exist at all? When we turn away, does the world dissolve back into possibility? Does the moon continue to shine when we close our eyes, or does it flicker into probability until the next gaze calls it forth? Einstein once protested, "Do you really believe the moon isn't there when you're not looking?" But quantum theory gives no easy answer. Perhaps the moon exists because something, some vast consciousness, is always looking. And if nothing were watching, perhaps there would be nothing to see. Are we the creators of the cosmos? If observation gives birth to reality, then humanity is no longer an accident of evolution on a random rock. We are co-authors of existence itself. Every act of perception collapses waves into worlds. Every thought turns potential into fact. When we gaze into the night sky, we do not merely see the stars, we summon them. When we measure the universe's age, we define it. When we look deeper into space, the cosmos expands to meet our vision. The universe may not be a vast, indifferent void, it may be a living mirror, blooming wherever consciousness dares to look. We are not insignificant. We are necessary. The stars shine because we notice them. Or are we being observed too? There is one final, unsettling possibility. If reality exists only when observed, then who observed us into being? Who collapsed our own wave of probability into the definite, breathing creatures we are? Perhaps there is a higher order of consciousness, a cosmic observer watching us. A mind vast enough to hold galaxies, perceiving every atom into existence. Or perhaps the universe itself is that consciousness, an infinite awareness experiencing itself through countless eyes. We are its neurons, its mirrors, its dreams. Maybe reality is not created by our observation alone, but by the infinite loop of everything observing everything else, a self-perceiving cosmos dreaming itself awake. So the question remains, do we actually create the universe by observing it? Perhaps reality is not fixed, but fluid, an ocean of potential waiting for consciousness to ripple across its surface. Perhaps every photon, every heartbeat, every moment comes alive only when noticed. And perhaps, when you close your eyes, the universe holds its breath, waiting for you to return, because without you, there is no sky, no time, no here, no now. The cosmos is not a thing we found. It is a song we are still singing. And maybe, in the deepest truth of all, the universe is not out there. The universe is us.